Today I'm going to be getting the ACR ready for a half-mile race that will be held at the airport in French Lick, Indiana this Saturday. That's just in a couple of days. I'll be removing the front splitter extension, the rear diffuser assembly, change the oil, bleed the brakes, and inspect the tires. I was initially planning to remove the rear wing because of the immense downforce that's added to the rear of the car. I'm a little concerned about the lack of downforce. I've never driven the car at high speeds without it. I'm going to leave it on. I'm going to do a couple passes with it on there, remove it, do a couple more passes to compare the difference, see if there's really any major reduction in mile per hour. Last night I started my prep work for the half-mile race by installing my custom-made Team Tech 6-point racing harnesses. I went with the black, blue stitching, and pink pull tabs. The tabs match the X-brace on the motor amazingly well. Up next is the oil change. The hardest part about changing the oil on a Dodge Viper is getting the car off the ground. I use a quick jack to get the car roughly 2 feet off the ground. It's 2 scissor lifts. They sit right into the car. I have a remote pump with a battery and a control box. That's it. I'm ready to get under there and change the oil. Draining the oil is just a matter of removing that drain plug right there. And the oil filter. Okay, I've already loosened the drain plug. And here you can see the oil draining. It's very dark and dirty. I have 1,600 miles on this oil. When you're running a performance car really hard on a racetrack, the oil does not last very long, so it's really important to keep up on your oil changes. You can't treat this like a street car and change it every 3,000 to 6,000 miles. It needs to be changed roughly every 1,500 miles. I do it because it's a lot cheaper than taking the chance of the motor going out, like a main bearing going bad because of debris floating around in the oil. And while the oil is draining, I'm going to remove this splitter extension. It's held on by a series of bolts right here and these struts. Oil's been changed. Splitter extension removed. Rear diffuser assembly removed. All that's left is bleeding the brakes. One quick go over the entire car, double check my list of things I need to bring with me, and I'll be ready to race on Saturday.